Oh, hello, YouTube. No, I am not in an abandoned shopping mall. I'm in my basement, my unfinished basement, and we're doing a story time video. In tradition, we have to do it down here. You know why? Because in the old videos we did it, and today we're gonna do it, and the only difference between the old videos and today's videos is that this one is sponsored by Nikon. Y'all, listen, if you are a content creator, a streamer, a gamer looking to upgrade, get yourself a nice camera, this is it, baby. It's built for us. I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. The autofocus is nuts. It's 4K ready. It's everything that you're gonna need to add to your arsenal. Just tap the link at the top of the description, and let's jump into these story times, because today we're going to be talking about 3 of my favorite moments meeting some of you guys that I truly think are stories that you're not going to believe, but my life is one continuous montage of hilarious and weird stuff, so let's just talk about it, yeah? Oh, by the way, if I haven't mentioned it, this entire video was filmed with the Nikon Z30, and I have no idea why I'm talking like this, but I feel confident with this voice, but we're going to turn it off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm back. Please. Wow. I got to tell you, sometimes you just slip into character and you can't slip out. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys a story about probably one of the funniest, weirdest initial meetings of a fan I've ever had in my entire life. So I go to video gaming events. If you've never been to a video gaming event, they are amazing. Listen, you got people in your life that are like, I don't know why you're into that. But when you go to these things, everybody that's there, for the most part, unless they've been dragged by another friend, is also into the game, you know, the content, the kind of stuff that you're into. So it's fantastic because you get to meet people with mutual interests. But listen, this guy came up to me, and in the funniest fashion, I don't know if he was nervous or if he just literally was just the most confident. It could have been either or, honestly, at this point. But he comes up to me and he's like, hey, Legion, big fan, man. He goes, you want a cheeseburger? And I was like, what? Like, no, I'm good. He goes, are you sure, man? He goes, the dude at the concession stand's been hooking me up. And I was like, I'm going to pass. But I was like, thank you so much for the offer. He's like, nah, hold on. Pulls a cheeseburger out of his pocket, bro, just wrapped up in like that, you know, convention center aluminum foil. He's like, trust, bro. And I was like, I think I'm good. He's like, are you sure? Pulls the other one. He's like, I bought like 4 or 5 so I didn't have to go back and wait in the lines. And I was like, no, man, I'm all good. I was like, it's great meeting. He's like, yeah, great meeting you too, bro. Just let me know if you want to hook up at the concessions, man. That's my dude over there. And I was like, okay, man. I'm like, what? Dude just strolled up, asked me if I wanted a cheeseburger, said thanks for making good content, and was like, deuces, I'm out, bro. Honestly, probably top 5 fan encounter of all time. Definitely odd. I've never been offered a cheeseburger. I don't know if some of you out there are just getting offered burgers all the time by people from their pockets. That's a normal thing. I need to know down in the comments. You know, do you have a similar story? 1, 2, am I alone on this? Please don't say I'm alone on this. Story number 2. Listen, if you are a content creator, the best way to just boost your ego is to go to a theme park on a very busy day. Listen, there's at least a chance that 1 or 2 people are going to recognize you and be like, hey, I watch your stuff on the internet. Well, this particular day is probably where my most adorable story comes from. Listen, I'm in line with my family, and this was a long time ago. We're talking like 6, 7 years ago. My family wasn't really entirely for sure what I was doing. I had my cousins with me, and so people were coming up to me asking for photos and stuff. We're standing in line, and this little kid comes up to me, right? And he's like, Legion, can I have a photo? And I was like, yeah, buddy. He's like, okay. And he like goes to get his little plastic baggie out, right? And he's got his little cell phone inside this little plastic baggie, and I cannot make this up. It had to be 50 seconds of real time. I don't know if you know how long 50 seconds is, but with dead silence, I mean, it's a long time. And listen, at this point, I'd already known, you know, when you get somebody that's nervous, you kind of just gotta talk them through it, you know, because it's gonna go 1 of 2 ways, right? They either want a photo, they want you to sign something, or they just want to talk to you, okay? And I love talking to and meeting viewers and fans. It is my favorite thing on the entire planet. So I asked him, I go, hey, buddy, let me get it for you, because it's been 50 seconds of me watching him fumble this tiny bag. So I take it from him, I get the cell phone out, I'm like, you know, you need to unlock it. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. So I hand him the phone. He takes the phone. He can't get the photo. I mean, he's like trembling, right? And so I'm like, hey, just give it to me. You know, we do the little thing. I snap the photo. I'm like, hey man, you have a good day. He's like, thank you so much. Just turns away and walks. I'm like, I still to this day cannot believe anybody would be nervous to take a photo or you know, or to be nervous to come up to talk to me. So if you're watching right now, never be nervous. I'm approachable. I love meeting y'all. And to that little kid, wherever you're at now in life, I just want to say thank you for that memory, because it was absolutely adorable and hilarious at the same time. And it was the first time that my family was like, yo, what does this guy do on the internet? He's garnering attention. He's got people coming up to him. So great day, great memory. Let's jump into the third story, which I think is probably going to be the funniest one out of all of them today. We saved the best for last. My third, final, and favorite story. Listen, I'm down south. It's me and 5 of my boys, and we are at a video game tournament. Listen, when you're at those venues and events, they last all day. You are starving by the time you're trying to leave. So it's like 5:30 p.m. We're waiting on a big taxi to come get us, and this guy comes out to me and he's like, "Yo, Legion, I've been a huge fan of your content for years. I think you're hilarious." And he's like, "Where are you guys going?" I was like, "Oh, we're going to dinner." And he's like, "Cool." And I'm like, "Cool." And the taxi comes, and this guy just gets in the car with us. And I don't say anything at this point because I've got 5 of my friends with me. We're all grown adults. So I'm like, well, if this guy's weird, we'll find out soon enough. So we go to dinner. And he orders fajitas, right? Typically, those are some of the more expensive entrees you can get at a restaurant. He orders fajitas. It's close to dinner being over with. And he looks at me and he goes, "I don't have any money." I'm like, "No problem, man. I got you." So, pay for his dinner. We go drop him back off at the venue. We get out of the taxi, and we're all walking away. And my friend looks at me and he goes, "Who was that guy?" And I go, "I have no idea. I have no idea who that guy was." He goes, "All 5 of us thought you knew that dude." I go, "No, I have no idea who he was. He just was a fan that wanted to come get dinner, and I just, I don't know, he seemed normal." And he was like, "That guy didn't have any money. You had to pay for his dinner?" I was like, "Yeah, but at least we gave him a night like he'll never forget, right? Like, I mean, he got to go get dinner with like a YouTuber he likes." And my friend was like, "Why did you let a stranger go get dinner with us?" And I'm like, honestly, in retrospect, not a smart idea. I wouldn't recommend it. However, that moment for me is probably one of the funniest because not only did he not have the money to pay for his dinner, but I didn't know him. Sometimes you just create the funniest moments out of nothing. To all my friends who thought that was my friend, he became my friend that night. Listen, y'all, I love ya. If you haven't checked out the Nikon Z30, that is what this video was shot with today. It's what I'm holding in my hand. It's built for content creators, streamers, gamers, whatever you're trying to make, whatever you're trying to do. This will be a sick implementation to your beautiful arsenal of technology. Listen, just click the link at the top of the description. Go check it out. Grab yourself one today. If you want to see more story times, I want to see some spam down in the comments. And I love y'all. God bless. Have a great day, baby.